Hello, English students. Welcome to another English learning session provided to you by the best place on earth for learning a second language. What an amazing website Verbling.com is, offering you this incredible opportunity to improve your English with native English-speaking teachers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Amazing. So welcome everyone. My name is Geoff Watson. I come from Vancouver, Canada, and this hour I have some materials about a very special event that took place just a couple of weeks ago. It was the 40th birthday of the cell phone, the 40th anniversary of the first cell phone call ever made. And so this hour we are going to be reading, we are going to be understanding the context and the content, and we are going to be watching a short YouTube video as well about the history of the cell phone. And so first of all, what I would like to do is to ask people to please download the document that I have prepared for the class. This link that I'm putting into the chat box is a direct link to the document. You really do need to access the document directly. If you open it up on your computer, you will be able to read the text clearly. You'll be able to copy and paste words into an online translator or an online English dictionary. That will help you with the grammar as well. Then, I would also like to show, as people are joining the class, I'd like to turn on the share screen. We ask in all the Verbling classes that you please keep your microphone muted, of course, unless you are speaking. It's very easy to click on and off your microphone each time you're speaking, and you also have access to your microphone button just below your video image. All right, and so we've got lots of materials to cover this hour, so I would like to start the class right away. And so I would like to bring up the article that I found on CBC, on the CBC website. CBC stands for Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and this is a publicly funded broadcaster that is in Canada. And so if I could say hello to Mikan.
Hi Jeff, how are you?
I'm fine,
I like
thank
your
you.
introduction.
Okay, great. So could you please read the title of the article that we're going to be looking at?
5 major moments in cell phone history. Motorola engineer Martin Cooper made first public cell phone call on April 3 or 3rd,
Good.
1973.
Okay, so this is when it was made, 1973, 40 years ago, approximately. Yes, and I, as a native English speaker, I really do advise students to be careful about this. So, oh, sorry, I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put that here. A lot of my students are Spanish speaking, and they would say in their language April 3. And I just want to say to people, if you say something like August 3, it is very confusing for us, and someone may not understand you. We really always say April 3rd, for example. If you say 3, I instantly start thinking about the time. Do you want to meet at 3 o'clock, or how many people are there? It's very confusing for English speakers when you don't use the number correctly when you're talking about the date. So I do recommend that students pay attention to that. And could you continue, please, Nihan?
Sure. 40 years ago today, Motorola engineer Martin Cooper, credited as the inventor of the cell phone, made the world's first public call from a mobile phone, choosing to get in touch with his rival in the race to create the device.
Okay, good. And so here is the man here at a recent celebration, and there is the cell phone that he used.
Really?
Okay, yeah, sure, that would have been the cell phone that he used. And what was interesting in the text that Nihan has read for us? Could another student please point out some of the information in this paragraph? What's the story? Yes,
How
great.
long have Motorola engineers have invented cell phone and made the world first public cell phone?
Cell phone call. Yes, great. So it was 40 years ago, on just recently, not today. But what about this last part of the text?
The interesting thing is I think, to show how it works, he chose his rival, his competitor. It's very interesting.
Competitor? Good.
To get in touch first with his competitor.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think about that? And in the
A
past,
challenge.
he chose to call his competitor. But what did he say, I wonder? Do you understand how this could be funny? Maybe what do you think he said to him or her?
Hey, I invented. What about you?
Yes, okay,
Are
I
you
beat
sleeping?
you. Ha ha ha, or something like that, right? Okay. So he phoned his competitor, his rival. Okay, good. Let's move on. And we've got Yosra.
Yes,
Hello, welcome. Where are you
welcome
connecting from, Yosra?
from Egypt.
Okay. Could you please read this paragraph for us?
Okay, the second paragraph, right?
Yeah, it says Cooper made the call.
Okay. Cooper made the call on a New York City street in front of reporters from a device weighing about 1.5 kilograms. Motorola spent almost $1 million producing the phone. Cooper later told the BBC cost of the phone for a consumer when it became available 10 years later would have been equal to almost $9,970 in today's currency.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. And so what's the information here? And I just wanted to help you with the pronunciation of weighing.
Nice reading, by the way.
Yes, oh, perfect job.
Yeah, she is perfect.
So the information here, what do people find interesting?
It weighs about 1.5 kilograms,
Good. It weighed.
and yeah, and it costs almost $1 million to produce a cell phone.
Okay, good. All right. No, but I think this is to research and develop the product. And so good. Motorola invested $1 million in producing the phone, researching and developing the phone. Good. And what about the first phone? There's some more interesting information here.
Yes, the cost of the phone for consumers.
Yeah, cost $1 million
Yes.
for the first phone, for producing the first phone.
Good, yes. And I think it cost $1 million to develop the technology needed to build the first phone.
But
And what
I
about,
think,
yeah? And,
okay,
and
may I-
everyone can participate. Geoff, you're doing a wonderful job, but we have some other students. What
Okay.
about the last part of the text? I'll highlight it in blue. What's the information here?
The
me,
cost of phone today.
Okay, and which phone?
The cell phone that Motorola have produced.
Okay, now not quite though. But thank you so much, man. But it's not quite. It's not the cell phone that is in the photograph. It's not the cell phone that he made the first phone call with.
Yeah, it means 10 years later.
Good.
I mean, the phone cost $9,970 million dollar
Mm-hmm.
in today's currency. It means
Yeah.
that the price, I mean, get down after 10 years.
Yes. Okay. So the price went up, or
Went down.
went down. Oh, okay. But I just want to clarify that I don't think this cell phone cost them $1 million to make. I think they're referring to all of the research and development that
Yeah.
it took to invent the cell phone.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
then when the Motorola, when the first Motorola phone became available for consumers 10 years later, it cost almost $10,000 in today's money. So it cost less in, well, when would this have been? 1983. So I wonder if it cost something like $5,000 back in 1983. Okay, so almost $10,000 in 2013. So great, thank you. And I would like to go on to, we have Amir. Hello, Amir, or Amire.
Sorry, teacher, you
Yes?
passed me. It was my turn.
No, sorry, Max. I'm going from the end to the beginning. I want to try and talk to AMREID. Amir.
no, his name is Amir.
Oh, okay, Amir. Okay, we cannot hear you, Amir. Oh, there
Yes,
you are.
yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Please
Here.
tell us where
I'm
you're
here.
connecting from.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Could you please tell us where you're connecting from?
I am from Egypt.
Okay, welcome. Could you please read the text that's on the screen?
Okay. For first commercial cell phone.
Sorry, since then.
Since then, okay. Since then, cell phones have been rapidly evolving into the high-tech, multi-spying devices multitasking devices we use today. Here is a look at some of the most famous developments in mobile phone history. First
Okay.
commercial cell phone.
Great.
This decade
Decade.
decade after Cooper made that first call, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission approved Motorola's Bentong phone for public use. In 1984, the first Bentong became available for consumers.
Okay, great.
Famous
Sorry, I'm going to get you to stop there. Thank you. Good job with your pronunciation. I just wanted to help everybody with decade, multitasking, and we pronounce tech like it's written here, T-E-K, tech. So,
okay.
what was the information here? I think we understood this earlier. Could someone please review the information
10
here?
years later, Cooper, pardon, the commission approved the Motorola's phone, which name is Dynatec. I don't know the first cell phones known Dynatec. It's very old name, I think. But in the text they talk about not only the calling someone, they are multitasking very different very different works that the very different jobs that the phones did.
Okay, and let me help you with functions. The cell phones
Yes,
today
exactly.
have millions of functions, different abilities.
Yeah, multitasking. Yeah,
Not
Yes,
millions,
okay.
but very low function.
Functions, right, good. Now, this is a little bit different. This paragraph here is introducing more it's really kind of an official start to the article. So they're talking about the fact that since then, since that very first phone call, the cell phones have very quickly evolved into high-tech devices. High-tech devices that we use today. Okay, and so we're talking about here the first commercial cell phone. So consumers in the United States, I guess it was, could buy the very first cell phone available to the public in 1984. And again, from the information before, I guess in terms of 2013 dollars, it almost cost $10,000. All right, and you may hear of the FCC in the United States, the Federal Communications Commission. Okay, great. So Motorola sold the world's first cell phone to consumers in 1984. All right, now what we're going to do is take a little detour here. So I'd like to move down past this section here about famous cell phones in movies, and we're still going to talk about the first commercial cell phone. So, Chauki,
yes, sir.
welcome. Where are
Yeah.
you connecting from?
Sorry.
Where are you connecting from?
Yeah. I'm connecting from Algeria.
Okay. Could you please
Yeah.
read this paragraph for us? And again,
Okay.
for everybody,
Okay,
this
no
is about
problem.
the first commercially available cell phone.
Yeah. Okay. The handheld device weighed 0.8 kilograms, and it rechargeable battery was reported to last about 8 hours, according to a company information sheet from the 1970s. Pressing an off-hook button, so called to symbolize picking up a standard telephone from its base, would start a phone call, while pressing an unhook button would end the conversation.
Okay, good.
Should
All
I
right.
continue?
No, I'll get you to stop there, thank you. And
All
so, what did this first commercially available cell phone look like? What was it like?
Its weight is zero point 0.8 kilograms. This is the
Yeah.
first information.
Yeah, we would say 0.8, 0.8
Yeah,
kilograms.
0.8 kilograms. And its battery can recharge its battery easily.
Okay. It
Yeah,
had a rechargeable battery.
yeah, rechargeable battery.
And
And
could I get some? Sorry, thank you, Chowki.
Never
Could I
mind.
get some other students to just give us 1 point? If my idea is that I'd like to have someone read the paragraph, and then the other students to point out just one piece of information that they think is
Okay.
important in each thing, just so that
Okay.
everybody gets to practice speaking, everybody gets to participate. So the first commercially available cell phone weighed 0.8 kilograms. It had a rechargeable battery, which is good. Anything else?
And it takes 8 hours. It lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, I find that impressive. So the battery lasted 8 hours. That's good.
It has a off-hook button.
Okay, good. What happens when you push the off-hook button?
You would start a call.
Oh, okay. And what would happen if you push the on-hook button?
You would hang off the phone call.
Good. It would hang up. To this is the verb, the phrasal verb that we use to hang up the phone. But like, do you understand why I think people find that funny?
Yes, teacher, because normally on it is for the beginning of the conversation.
Yes, exactly, right. Yeah. So how strange to use those words on the button to start the call and to stop the call. Okay, but I guess what it is that often with telephones, there was sort of a hook part on the base of the phone. So you would take the receiver off the hook to make the call, and then you'd put it on the hook to end the call. But that doesn't make sense, does it, with a cell phone? All right, so let's continue. And I would like to go to Clever. Clever Whip. Okay, I'm sorry, we can't hear you. And so, Man, could you read this for us, please?
Motorola estimates service cost would run from 60 to 100 US a month. The company compared operation cost to those of any average car telephone service. In the statement, the company said it believed people would continue using their car phone and cell phone would absolutely not replace standard telephones.
Okay, good. All right, so thank you. So what's the information here? And I may want to keep reading a little bit, and actually I'm going to read a little bit more and come back to this. I just wanted to say this is operating costs. The costs of operating the device was approximately $60 to $100 US a month. Uh, I had to look this up. Does anybody recognize what this is? Has anybody seen one of these before?
Is it a car phone?
Yeah. But are people familiar with this?
No.
Okay, neither was I. And so, Max, could you please read this information that I got from Wikipedia about car phones?
Yeah, of course. A car phone is a mobile phone device specifically designed for and fitted into an automobile. This service originated with the Bell system and was first used in St. Louis
Yeah,
on
sorry,
June
St. Louis.
17th. Sorry?
St. Louis?
St. Louis on June 17th, 1946. The original equipment weighed 80 pounds, 36 kilograms, and there were initially only 3 channels for all the users in the metropolitan area. Later more licenses were added, bringing the total to 32 channels across 3 bands. This service was used at least in the 1980s in large portions of North America. On October 2nd.
Yeah, and actually, what I'll do is just let's skip this here. And so, but what do people think of this? Any reactions from people about the information here?
Yeah.
Okay, Max. Sorry, go ahead, Max, with a comment. I'll come to you, Nicholas, in a second.
Yeah. Summarize this this article.
Yeah, sorry, Max. Just one point, please. Just one point of information that you think is interesting.
You know that all technology, they are using all technology.
Okay,
and,
so this
is about around 1946.
Yeah, okay.
And it's very very high, you know, 70 pounds, and it's equal 36 kilograms. You know, this very old technology they are using.
Okay. All right, great. And then, sorry, Nicholas, you had a comment?
Yes, I once said that it was like a radio.
Good, exactly. Yeah,
because
so it's a radio phone.
Yes.
Good.
Only 3 channels and later 32 channels.
Yeah. And limited, it sounds, within the city area.
Yes, maybe politicians or soldiers can use only.
Sorry?
Maybe politicians or soldiers or government
okay.
people can use it.
Could maybe it was restricted to official people only? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the police officers used this? Yeah, okay. So, but it was used up until the 1980s. And so maybe taxis or something? Yeah. So, large portions of North America. All right, so I just wanted to go back to the first commercially available cell phone. So, what did they say about this first commercially available cell phone when it came out?
They have the...
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Please go ahead with your comment. I didn't see who that was. Hello?
Selma.
Oh, yes. Selma?
I was just saying that they have the operating costs from $60 to $100.
Okay. So this is what it costs per month. All right. And how expensive was that?
I think it wasn't expensive.
It doesn't seem to be. Oh, but what did they compare it to?
To the average car telephone service.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Say that
to the
again?
They were compared to the operating costs to
Of
those
what
of
though? Yeah.
an average car telephone service.
Oh, okay. So the cell phones cost approximately the same as the car telephones. Okay. So that's interesting. And what else did they say in their statement?
That the people could continue using the car phones and
Please continue.
and the cell phones would not replace the other telephones.
Yeah, the standard telephones. Yeah. And so they thought that the company believed that people would continue using the car phones and that cell phones would never replace standard telephones. Now, is that true for anyone?
Of course not.
Okay, well,
Today not.
but when I was living in Canada, I only had a cell phone. I never had a normal telephone. But what about you people? We have a normal telephone now. But what have people gotten rid of their normal telephone, or do you still
No.
have it?
No, we still
No,
have
Nobody?
one telephone home.
We still have it.
Yeah. Okay.
I have one, but I never use it.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. And actually, I never answer the phone here because it's all useless telephone calls from companies. So, yeah. Okay. So let's continue. So there's the car phone. All right. And wow, let's go on to the next big moment in cell phone history. So, Nicholas, could you read this for us?
Okay. Okay, the original smartphone. In 1993, Bell and IBM announced the creation of the Simon Personal Communicator Phone, touted as the world's first smartphone. Simon was designed to be a cell phone first and a computer second, according to the product's media release.
Okay, and could you read this for us, please?
The device with 899 suggest price with a 899 suggest price tag boasts such features as a pager, email, a stylus for writing on the screen with handwriting reflex as is for fax, a complete keypad featuring letters and numbers, a calendar that could be updated automatically from a remote computer.
Okay, so what do people think about this? Now, just let me help you with what were we talking about? Sorry. It had the device had a suggested price tag of $899, and it boasted, so it was very proud to announce these features. and it was touted as the world's first smartphone. So it was announced as, it was spoken about or promoted as the world's first smartphone. So, what do people think? What's the information here?
The first smartphone has been invented in 1993.
Okay, yeah, and now more than invented, I think. What happened in 1993?
Announced. Bell's House and IBM announced their creation.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Well, they announced it, and so, but I think it sounds like it was for sale right away. So I don't know when the device was invented necessarily, but it went on sale, I think, at that time.
Okay.
It was sold. So it was released as a product, I think, in 1993. Okay.
Okay.
And what could it do?
Sorry, here is the two significance situation. Now, there is the more important statement about the technological development. The first of all, the inventing cell phones, and later on, computer development, inventing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But sorry, I don't quite understand your point, Max.
I just here is my point of view
Yes,
about
no, it's fine.
inventing. First of all, firstly inventing cell phones. Later
Yes.
on, inventing computers, desktops.
Yes.
Desktop
Okay.
models.
Good. Yeah. Personal computers. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you invented, the cell phone, and then the personal computer was invented, and then the smartphone, combining the two, I guess. Sure. And so what could this phone do? Here it is. What do you think?
You can have a calendar.
Good? Yeah.
You can write on the screen.
Yes, and the stylus is the, what is this, the little stick
Yes,
that you use? Mm-hmm.
And you can have a pager.
Good.
And email.
Remember pagers? Did anyone have a pager?
No, but I hear that about it, especially in hospitals.
Yes. Okay. I had a pager at one point. Okay, and a complete keypad with both numbers and letters. Okay, and then it had some writing software that helped you write for faxes, to send faxes. Remember fax machines? I guess we still use them a little bit.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
great.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what's this information here? Somebody?
Only 2,000.
Yeah, Nicholas? Yeah.
Yes, only 2,000 devices were made.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it wasn't too much success.
It wasn't very successful.
Yes, successful.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful. Okay. All right, great. So then, let's move on to the next development in cell phones. Nihan.
Yep. Cell phone cameras. In 2002, the first phones with built-in cameras became publicly available, including the Nokia. How can I pronounce it?
Yeah, we would say, I think, 7650 or 7650. Let's go with that.
Okay. Nokia 7650 and the Sanyo SPS 52
Let's call it the 5300.
100. Okay.
Yeah,
The Nokia phone
5300.
5300. The Nokia phone boasted a large. Geoff, so many numbers.
Yeah, this is good. Excellent practice.
I hate the pronouncing numbers.
And the X is pronounced as by.
Okay. 176 by 208 pixel color display. According to a media release at the time, the Sanyo version offered three user-controlled tones: white balance and zoom.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Today's iPhone 5, in contrast, offers an 8-megapixel camera with autofocus, flash, and built-in face detection.
Okay, great. All right. And so what about the information here? Can people point out, could I ask people to point out one or two pieces of information in this? And just to highlight the interesting and important information in the paragraph.
Pixel differences are very important.
Okay, good. So megapixel, yeah. And so, great.
In 2002, the first cell phone with camera.
Good. Yeah, with built-in cameras. So it's part of the cell phone. And these were publicly available for the first time in 2002. Okay, great.
And everything has changed.
Well, all right, yeah. And it's interesting how there were only 3 controls on the Sanyo. You had white balance, well, no, but wait a second. White balance and zoom. So you had 3 controlled tones, a white balance control, and a zoom. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Okay, so
everyone becomes journalist.
Yeah, so here it is. This is the Sanyo, and I guess this here is the flash and the lens of the camera. Okay, and actually, sorry, I didn't put this on the document that I uploaded to the website, but I'm going to put this in the, I'm going to put this in the Verbling chat box. It's a link to pictures of 81 cell phones through history. So if you love the history of cell phones, you can go to that link. It's a little boring, but it does have all the pictures of all the cell phones in history. Okay, now this is from CBC News. So we want to talk about BlackBerry, because that's very important to Canada. So Selma, could you read this for us, please?
Yes, teacher. BlackBerry's first integrated phone, the Waterloo Ant-based smartphone giant formerly called Research in Motion, unveiled its first integrated phone in 2003, part of BlackBerry's Quark series. The BlackBerry 6210 was the company's first device to offer email, texting, a web browser, BlackBerry Messenger service, allowing for web-based communication between BlackBerry's users.
Okay, great, thank you. Perfect job, and here it is. And so, did anybody use BlackBerries?
Yeah, me.
Yes, great. And what did you think of them? Or what do you think of them? Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Oh, great. Okay,
it's a great for internet.
Yes.
Internet service, and chat with my friends.
Okay. Yes, for free. They also have BlackBerries.
Yeah, for BBM.
Okay,
this
good.
is chat messenger for BlackBerry users only.
Right. and it's free, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you like the keyboard? The real
Yeah, yeah.
keyboard?
Yes, yes, it's amazing.
Okay, good. So you're a BlackBerry fan. All right. So when did you buy yours? Do you remember?
Last year.
Oh, okay. So the first one came out in 2003. Okay. So let's keep going. And so then, Joseph, could you read iPhone?
Okay. Okay. iPhone launched in January 2007. Apple launched its first iPhone. The company described the phone as combining three products into one handheld device: a mobile phone, an iPod, and a wireless communication device. One of the original iPhones were revolutionary,
Revolutionary?
revolutionary, okay, features were that it allowed users to command the device using only their fingers on a touch screen.
Okay, and I'll get you to stop there, thanks. And so some comments about the iPhone. Do we have any iPhone fans here?
Of course.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. So some people, you could point out some of the information in the article here, or give your own opinion or reaction.
Okay.
It's a
Sorry, go ahead, Joseph.
Okay, in 2007, it was iPhone. Apple launched the first iPhone.
Okay, great. And Selma?
It has three features. It can be mobile phone and iPod, and it has also wireless communication device.
Okay, great, excellent. And so the iPod was already extremely popular, I think. I wonder if anybody remembers. I guess the iPod came out first.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, great, great. And another comment, what was really innovative about the phone?
I hate this innovation because
Oh, yes?
using the fingers
Okay.
instead of keyboard is
So the
very
touch
hard
screen.
for me.
Oh, yeah, you don't like the touch screen technology?
No.
Okay. All right, great. So thanks. Let's keep reading here. And we're almost finished. So Amir, could you read this
Yeah.
for us, please?
Okay. Other new functions include a visual voicemail box, a touchpad keyboard, a photo library that could be linked to a remote computer, and an almost 9 centimeter display for watching movies and television.
Okay, great. And so just let me help you with included, the pronunciation of included, and linked. Okay. So what are they talking about here? What is a visual voicemail box? I actually don't know for sure.
Is it that device we use in order to record the the calls that came
Yes.
from outside?
Okay, but what do they mean by a visual voice box?
Maybe somebody who control voice by cell phone.
Sorry, that controlled.
Mailbox.
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
somebody who control mail or box by voice.
Oh, okay. No, but all right. So I think that would be like a voice controlled or voice activated voicemail box. maybe you could see each of your messages. Maybe there was an image of each of the messages that people left for you, so you could click on them and play them if you wanted. And then what do people think of these big screens that the iPhone started and other devices have now? The large displays. Any comments?
Maybe this
Yeah,
could be.
go ahead, Nicholas. Yeah.
Maybe this could be. Maybe these displays can become uncomfortable because
Yes.
they are very large. So
Yes.
maybe
Okay.
maybe some people don't like it.
That's right.
Me
Okay.
don't like it. So big. Me don't like it so big display.
Sorry, you don't like it that big?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I prefer small.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. And so what I'd like to do is to go back to the famous cell phones from pop culture. And so let's put this back on the screen. And actually what I'll do is get, Man, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. Famous cell phones from pop culture. Large, outdated cell phone can be spotted in older films and TV shows, while new high-tech
Gadgets?
gadgets are frequently used in recent flags. Here a look back at some famous mobile phone devices that made appearance on big and small screen. In the
Okay.
TV back
Sorry, I'm going to get you to stop there. Appearances. Okay, great. And we say flicks. Flicks. What are flicks?
like something come suddenly.
Sorry, but thank you. That's a great guess. What in this context, what are we talking about with flicks? It's a slang word for nobody?
Phone.
Oh,
Phone.
a film or movie.
Cinema.
Well, okay, but I would say it's a movie or a film. Movies or films. Right. So a flick. All right, and then let's get the next person to introduce the first cell phone. Max, could you read this for us?
Sorry, where is the beginning of the paragraph?
In the TV. Now,
Oh,
we've moved back in the document. You may have to rely on the share screen.
I got you. In the TV by the bell, character Zack Morris howl around the clunky cell phone believed to be a Motorola Denia Tech. Please, can you scroll the document down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I lost track of you there for a second. Okay. Well, it's just a picture of it here. So this is the character. He was very, very proud of his cell phone. I guess that was the first one, wasn't it? The Motorola Dynatac. Okay.
It seems
right.
very raw cell phone.
Yeah. Well, that was the first one. Could you read the next one, please?
Yeah. The Nokia 8110 was popularized after it was spotted in the 1999 movie The Matrix.
Okay, so here it is. All right. And if you could read this one.
Nokia 7650 was featured in the 2002 movie Minority Report featuring Tom Cruise.
Okay, and here's kind of a picture of the movie. And then this Google Images told me that this was sort of the design of the phone here used in the movie. So I wonder if you can buy a cell phone like that now. And could you read this?
Okay. In 2003, the Matrix trilogy switched to a Samsung SPH and 2070.
I would say N270.
70, yeah.
Yeah, and here it is here. Okay, so this is the famous one from the Matrix movies. Wow, very space age.
Yes.
Okay, and now this is perfect because we have 5 minutes left. I'm sorry, I've got this great video. So now all of you are ready to watch a real English video. So this is full speed. She's going to be speaking very quickly, but she's talking about all the things that we have read. And so see how you do in being able to understand this real authentic English video. So let's, I'm going to put it in the chat box, and I'm also going to be playing it with the YouTube application. Not to click on the video. Okay, so how did you do with being able to understand her
Very
speaking?
interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, no, it's really, it really is interesting, and I've seen all this history, but you forget it so quickly. I don't
miss
really know.
Tetris.
Sorry? Ah, you missed
I-
Tetris. Okay. Yeah. Well, you need to get a Game Boy. Yes, you understand? You need. Yeah.
Yes, I totally forgot the game of Tetris.
Okay. And so just some final comments from people. What about the future of cell phones? The tablets are getting bigger and bigger. She said your pockets are going to have to get bigger, or men are going to have to start carrying merces, which is the purse for women, but for men. Men are going to have to start carrying merces. So I guess that's time. So great job, everybody. Happy anniversary to the cell phone. And again, if you have ideas for interesting topics, come to my Facebook page and post your topics. I have 2 or 3 classes that are going next week that were the ideas were promoted by students. So see you soon.
Thank you, Geoff. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good work, everyone.